Death by pesticide is what caused 6 children to die in Soweto, but where did they get it from? Mandatory homework for all ANC members in the name of renewal, a gold star if they meet their deadline. And stormy weather and gale force winds continue to batter the country, but not for long. Hello, I'm Jane Dutton.
This is Eyewitness News.
A pesticide used in agriculture and to kill rodents is what killed 6 children in Naledi, Soweto 2 weeks ago. Health Minister Aaron Motsoaledi says swabs are being tested to determine whether the pesticide that caused their deaths was present at their local spaza shop.
The results show that the cause of death is unequivocally organophosphate. At the present moment, samples that were taken via swabs in the various spaza shops in Soweto have been sent to the National Health Laboratory Services, and we are still waiting for the results. This means that while organophosphate was found in the bodies of these children, we are still waiting to see if the organophosphate was also found in the spaza shops so that we can scientifically link the events.
Daniel Smith has been convicted for the murder of a West Coast teenager, Jerobane van Wyk. The Western Cape High Court sitting in Vredendal also found that Jerobane's murder was premeditated. Smith pleaded guilty to all 5 charges against him last week. These include murder, kidnapping, and violating a corpse. Smith admitted he became involved with the Chinese occult group at the age of 13 and killed Jerobane by breaking his neck in one movement as he was taught by this group. The teenager was killed in February 2022 after he and a friend were accused of stealing fruit from the 58-year-old's property in Clave.
I think it's critical that South Africans must be more outspoken regarding violence against children. It's obviously this specific case is occult related and it's not always identical in all communities. But the fact that children are so extremely threatened and that it's so easy for these things to happen, the lack of consequence just tells perpetrators that they can do it.
As the festive season rolls our way, police have been telling us their plans to tackle the anticipated violence and crime.
Police have arrested over 900,000 suspects. That is since May last year. Through Operation Chanela, we have seized and we have confiscated more than 100 illegal firearms per week. Just to illustrate that, just last week, we confiscated 132 firearms, and the previous week we have confiscated 138 firearms. Since our last briefing during the first week in September, we have seized more than 840 firearms.
The Mogale City Municipality says only half of its 24 sewer pump stations are fully operational. This has led to tons of sewage flowing into the municipality's rivers. It's killing fish, making people sick and destroying businesses. The newly elected mayor, Lucky Sele, says an intergovernmental task team has been set up to look into it.
We lacked foresight as an institution to maintain the sewer pump stations, and that would be at the center of our priorities to ensure that we maintain not only our sewer pump stations, but even our facilities are at the dire state because they are left for long without maintenance. So we will put in resources to maintain our infrastructure as the city, and specifically to these sewer pump stations. We've received a lot of support from the Department of Water and Sanitation.
With the state's case in the Senzo Miyiwa trial drawing to a close, the lobby group AfriForum says it'll be near impossible to charge the alleged mastermind after the current trial. This weekend marked 10 years since the Bafana captain was gunned down at Kelly Khumalo's home, who was his girlfriend at the time. It took police 6 years to make an arrest for the murder and 8 years for the trial to get underway. Now, 2 years since the trial first started, proceedings continue to run with no end in sight.
It's very difficult to charge a mastermind, if there's a mastermind, later, because the accused have gone through a trial. They never admitted what they did.
The state has since revealed that it believes Kelly Khumalo is the mastermind. leading evidence that links phone calls between her and the accused. ANC members will have until December 2026 to complete a mandatory internal course. The course aims to equip the party's leaders with essential skills needed to manage the organisation and govern effectively. The programme consists of 5 modules, some of which will focus on the history of the party, the constitution, the Bill of Rights and the functions of an ANC branch.
Political education is going to help in many, many ways. It's going to enable our members to be confident in doing their work. It's going to broaden their own understanding and give them tools of analysis that the training of our members, the political education of our members should be paramount.
One more day to go before the spring storm leaves the country. It's brought with it strong winds, heavy rainfall, and an unexpected drop in temperatures. Gale force winds are anticipated in the Cape Provinces, with speeds reaching up to 65 kilometres per hour. And we're still celebrating a big night at the SAFTAs this weekend and honouring those giants on our stage and screen, current and those who sadly passed this year. The series Shaka Ilembe was one of the big winners, bagging 12 wins at the 18th SAFTAs. The other 2 big winners, Netflix's South Africa's Your Christmas comedy series, as well as The Outlaws telenovela on Showmax. That's it from us. We'll see you for more again tomorrow.
Eyewitness News, in touch, in tune, and independent. For the latest, log on to ewn.co.za or ewn.mobi.